My sweet petite friends, you are going to love this beauty. Okay, so this is a new beauty by Wille. This is Alasia, and the color on this one is chocolate multi-shaded. Absolutely gorgeous brunette. We'll get to that in just a moment. This wig was provided to me by Wig Studio One, and they have a really great private Facebook group that I invite you to come and join. I will put a link in the description box. It's called the Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group. Really, really fun group. So let's start taking a look at Alasia. Now I think there's going to be a little mispronunciation of the name. I looked at it at first and I was like, is that Alasia? Alasia? But I like to look up pronunciations when I'm not sure, and what I found was Alasia. So beautiful, beautiful name. So isn't this a pretty one? Look at these beautiful layers. Just enough layering to give her some body, great movement. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous wig. So this is from the Modix collection, and this is made in their high heat, heat-friendly fiber. So just keep that in mind. This is a heat-friendly wig. So I would have my wide tooth comb handy throughout the day, keeping her combed out to help with those tangles. And remember, you can use heat on these fibers to treat the ends if you start to see any kind of fraying. So she has just a beautiful cap. Her lace front is ear to ear. There's just a little bit of ear, a little tiny piece of ear tab there at the end, but ear to ear lace front. So, I mean, you can pull the hair back. It's going to look natural. Just looks so nice. And then she's a full mono top, so you can part it wherever you want to. This part on the left just fell open for me, which was wonderful. But you could do middle part, you could do right side part. You have that option with having your full mono top. Now, I'll show you the ear tab coverage as well. I sort of started to do that already, but great coverage of the ear tabs. I will say the fit on this one is small. So this is going to be for my petite average friends. Unless some of you, I know some of you will go ahead and wear these styles, you know, maybe your ear to ear is smaller or your forehead to nape is, you know, petite, but you still have a, you know, more of an average circumference. I think it would probably fit average, but beyond that, I am not sure because it's pretty tight on my 21-inch circumference. I'm 11 ear to ear, 13 forehead to nape, and it is fitting me just snug as a bug. So really, really comfortable. I'm only feeling a little bit of teasing. There's some closed wefting at the very back, and I can feel a tiny bit of tease right where the hair attaches to the cap. But other than that, no tease. I wouldn't really count that as having much tease. It's just back here in this little tiny area. So just right there at the nape. But just absolutely beautiful. Talk about her measurements. So front, we have a 10-inch measurement. I think you could cut a bang into that since it's so straight. So, but just know that you're starting with a 10-inch measurement there at the front. 13 inches from the crown, 13 inches on the side, 12-inch nape, and a weight of 4.4 ounces. So, oops, I said I had it open and then it just closed up, didn't it? Okay, just wanted to show you the knots up close. They look really nice. Okay, so here is that full mono top, allowing you to part wherever you'd like. And then the ear to ear lace front. Really, really nice feature. Love that. And then there's a little bit of soft ear tab here at the end, and that's where the metal stay is. Then the cap is hand tied in this section. And this is where there is a little bit of stretch, but like I said, there's not a whole lot of stretch. This one is fitting pretty petite in my opinion. And then closed wefting here at the back. And this is the section where I can feel a little bit of permatease. And then we have an extended nape with Velcro adjusters. And as I mentioned, heat-friendly fibers. Okay, let's take a look at this color. So This is the chocolate multi-shaded. Chocolate rooted was one of my go-tos from Ellen Villa when I first started wearing wigs. So I love the chocolate shades that they have. And this one has just a little more dimension, a little more going on. So the color code for this one is 33276. So the base is actually a 6, but the predominant color in it is that 33. So that's telling you it has a lot of auburn in it. And it is just warm, very fall, beautiful fall brunette, warm and just absolutely gorgeous. So their description is a dark auburn and a dark strawberry blonde with dark brown blend with shaded roots. So the root it's really very subtle. I don't really even see much of a root on it. Maybe I'll see it when I'm looking at, when I'm editing. Sometimes I can see the root better than I can with my eye, but very short, just subtle root. And then we go into these gorgeous auburns. So we're going to start off, we've got that, I don't know if the root is a 6 because they don't give a, a separate color for that. So I'm guessing it's sort of a 6 root. And then that root is, distributed all through the wig as well. So, really, really pretty. So you can see the strawberry, you can see the auburn. So much dimension. Just really, really gorgeous. I love the movement of this wig too. So you can see sort of that, that color around the face. I just love how you see auburn and then you see the brunette and then you see auburn. It's just really pretty. Here's this pretty color in window lighting. Show you the knots. Really pretty. Patio cover. Step into the sun. Breezy. Look at glasses and styling. So no permatease, of course, on the ear tabs or anything like that. With this ear-to-ear lace front and this full mono top, no permatease in any of this area. So it's still very, very natural density. So your glasses will go on. Hang this on my arm. Really, really easily. Go up on your head really easily. So love that. Love how natural that is. And then we can put on a headband. Oh, the black doesn't really show that well. Should have done a different color. Hold on. Let's change that. This one's more fun anyway. There we go. And of course you could pull out, it'll hold back that 10-inch front, but you could pull out some hair, or if you cut a bang in, of course you'd have more bangs showing. And you can add curl to that, but just remember that you're gonna have to straighten it back out, to get it straight like the rest of the wig. But you can curl up the whole wig if you want to, since it's heat-friendly. Really cute. So this one, you should be able to do just all the styles. Half up, half down. And I think the front layer will stay. If you want all the hair back, you may need to use, a bobby pin or something, and then if you want to pull it down, again, you can pull it down and let it fall around the face. Sometimes I just like to have a little, and you could cut a little more layer into this too if you wanted a little more layering around the face. So, and then ponytail is going to be easy peasy, extended nape, perfect length. And then of course from there, you've got all kinds of styling potential to do braiding and updos and, just endless, endless possibilities with this amount of hair. And the thing that I like is that it has enough length and everything to do a lot of styling, but it's not crazy, crazy long, you know, so it's also manageable, you know, wearable. So because this is about as long as I like to go, it just, after this, about this long, it just feels like too much hair for me, you know, so very, very manageable, beautiful, long length style. And of course, you can also pull everything off of the front since you've got that gorgeous ear-to-ear lace front. So I want to thank Wig Studio One for sending this wig to review for you all. Like I said, I'll put a link to the private Facebook group, and there'll also be a link to purchase in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye-bye.